In this video, we're going to talk about the report history and how to get to it. Whenever you run reports, you're going to be under reporting and whatever particular report you will run. So in this example, I'm going to go to a sales analysis report. In whatever report you're in, you're going to make your selections and run it. Whether you have a saved report you're going to pull up, so if I click on the magnifying glass icon and do the lookup and find one of my saved reports, I can go that route and just select it, and then I can click on Add Job and Run. Or if I don't have a saved report, I can just make my selections and click on Add Job and Run. If I have multiple reports that I'm running, say I'm doing like 3 different reports, I might do the first report and do Add Job and Continue, the second one, Add Job and Continue, and the third one, the last report that I want to run, I would do Add Job and Run. Add Job and Continue will just keep you on the screen whether you want to run another report, for this example, on sales analysis, or if you want to go out of it and go to bestsellers and run another report. Add Job and Run will run the report and bring you directly to the report history, so you can pull up that report right on the screen. So just to show you, if I wanted to run the saved report of end of month by class, and maybe I wanted to do another one, I could click on Add Job and Continue. Now I want to do one more report and run it. So if I want to pick one of my saved reports, I can go ahead and select one of those. And that's the second report that I'm going to run. It's the last one. So since it's the last one, I want to do Add Job and Run, and that'll run this report and it'll take me to the report history so I can pull up the reports and look at them. So I'm going to click on Add Job and Run. You see, by doing that, that brings me directly to the report history. That's where it's going to list all of your reports that you run. In Rick's Enterprise, we keep up to 7 days of reports and then they drop off. So the reason we only keep 7 days is on any report that you run, you can run that report at any point in time again. So even if you delete one of these reports or they fall off, you can always go back into, say, sales analysis and pull up a report, and you could even just put the selected date range that you want to run, and you'll be able to get that same information again. So if I want to open this report so it's up on the screen, I can just click on the selected report, and this will bring up whether I want to open it, save it, or cancel it. So if I want to open it where I'm viewing it, I'm going to click on Open. I could also save this report to anywhere on my hard drive. So if I had a folder, say for some reports that I wanted to keep at my fingertips, maybe I kept it on the desktop, I could go ahead and save that in that particular folder, and then I could just pull that up at any point in time. For now, I just want to open it up, so I'm going to click on the Open, and this will open up this report so I can view it. So once it's open, I can do quite a few things with this. I can make my window bigger just by stretching that window, the sides or top. I can also click on the zoom in tool up at the top here. If I click on this once, click on the screen, that makes it bigger. I can also make it smaller. If I zoom out, click on zoom out and click on the screen, I make it smaller. So I can adjust it to the right size to where you can see this report. So now I can view it. I can use the scroll bars to scroll left and right, or up and down through the report, or down at the bottom there's the pages. There's an icon to go to the next page I can click on. I can click on the previous page icon. I can click on the last page if I want to get right to the last page of this report. And I can click on the first page icon to get to the first page of the report. And like I said, you can use the scroll bars on the right or the bottom. Up at the top, I have search. So if I wanted to search for something on this report, I could click on the search. And whether it was a SKU number that I was trying to find, or a supplier, or a class, I could click on that search and I would be able to type in what I want to look for, and it would find that on that report for me. If I wanted to email this report to somebody, I could click on this icon up at the top for email. I could click on that, and this would automatically attach this report to my email, as you see right here. And then I can send that out and it will have that report attached to it. And then if I wanted to print this report, I could just click on my printer icon and my printer selection comes up. I can select my printer and I can click OK to print. If I only want to print like maybe the last page, I can change it from, in this example, from page 9 to 9 and print. Makes it really easy. I can also save a copy of this. So once I'm in the report, I can click on Save up at the top where it says Save a Copy. In that same area where if I had a folder somewhere on my desktop or in my documents, I could save this report right to that folder. So lots you can do just right in this view screen of the report. Once I'm done looking at it, I can just click on the red X and I'm back to my report history screen. The other things on this report history screen, if you want to print more than one report, you can check the reports that you want to print just by checking the check boxes. And then I can click on this Print All button and a screen will come up here in a second and I can click on Open. You'll see that it says Print Multiple Reports. So once I click on Open, it's going to list the first report on the list. So don't get confused about that. But once I click on Print, it's going to print both of those reports or anything that I've checked all at once for you. I can also delete any of these reports on the report history just by clicking on the Delete button, and that report will go away. The other nice feature is this Edit Criteria. So if I wanted to run this same report and change something about it, or maybe instead of running it to report format, I wanted to do it to Excel, I could click on this Edit Criteria and it brings that exact report up on the screen. I can make my changes and run it. And you'll see here in a second what it does. So it brings up that report, saves you a step, and say I just want to, instead of PDF, the report format for the output method, I want to change it to Excel this time. And you can also change anything you want to change about this report. And I'm going to click on Add Job and Run. And now you see I have another one just like it, except the file type is Excel. So if I wanted to open that up, again I could click on the report name, click on Open, and now it's going to open up directly into Excel. And I will see that same information, but I'll see it in an Excel spreadsheet. So I can manipulate it, I can resort it, I can delete columns, rows, whatever I want to do. But this brings it up in Excel for you. And the last thing is if you just want to simply get to the report history, you ran a report a couple days ago and you want to access this report, you know, it hasn't fallen off, then how to get there, you're going to go to Reporting and you'll see Report History right at the top. And that will bring you into the report history. So you could really be anywhere on the Rix Enterprise menu and just go to the Reporting tab and Report History, and that'll bring you to the screen where all of your reports will be. And that is how to use report history.